All right, so right now Facebook is crushing it, while others in the tech sector, notably Google, Apple, and Twitter, as you mentioned, have been struggling to meet their revenue estimates. So what is Facebook, and specifically Mark Zuckerberg, what is he doing right that these other companies aren't?
Well, the most important comparison, I mean, so all the tech companies have sort of suffered, right? You add Microsoft to that list you just gave. And for most of them, there's sort of specific reasons, right? Google has sort of stretched itself maybe a little bit too thin, as analysts say. Microsoft maybe isn't doing quite so well in the cloud. Apple isn't selling as many iPhones as people hope, right? So there are all specific reasons why those tech companies had trouble this week. The most interesting comparison is Twitter, which is in the same business, right? Building a social network and selling ads on top of the social network. Twitter is tanky, right? Facebook is doing exceptionally well. They're moving in opposite directions. Why is that? Facebook just did a much better job at betting really heavily on the ad product, making it incredibly simple to buy ads. Twitter, it's a little confusing to buy ads. Video is another example of the difference between the two companies. Twitter was first. They launched Periscope way before Facebook Live, right? They understood this, they knew this. But when Facebook launched Facebook Live, they launched it in a huge way. They paid people a lot of money to go into it. And suddenly they're very able to quickly supplant Periscope. So Twitter isn't able to make the bets, isn't able to make the changes, isn't able to build the products, and so is in a little bit of a spiral, a negative spiral right now, whereas Facebook just keeps growing and growing and growing. Eventually, you have to think that, you know, the tech industry works in a certain way, social networks work in a certain way. Eventually, like, what goes up does start to come down, but we haven't seen that, right? When Facebook was valued at $15 billion, I thought it was valued way too high, and now we're at, massive multiple of that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. All right,
Absolutely.
Nick Thompson, thanks so much.
Thank you, Lane.